We praise sustainability like a modern religion. Every object must be recyclable. Every energy source renewable. Every system self-maintaining.
So
But
much
if
faster
you
to use
ask
coupling.
nature,
And the view is
it might
incredible as well.
laugh. Because in evolution, nothing is truly sustainable, only temporarily optimal. Look at the mule, a creature stronger than a horse, more resilient than a donkey, intelligent, loyal, nearly perfect for labor, yet incapable of reproduction. It represents the peak of functionality and, at the same time, a genetic dead end. This paradox perfection paired with an ending reveals a deeper principle that both nature and humanity follow sometimes. A system reaches maximum efficiency only when it accepts that it has no future. The mule's body is a masterpiece of minimalism. Every detail from ears to hooves, skin to muscle serves a single purpose: optimized work. Large ears dissipate heat in arid climates. Narrow, hard hooves grip rocky slopes. Thick skin resists parasites and injury. In biological terms, the mule embodies design without redundancy. Energy, nutrients, and resources are directed toward operation rather than reproduction. Its body almost reroutes total power from reproductive systems to musculoskeletal performance, like a machine tuned for flawless operation, but lacking an update port. The mule exists to function, not to replicate. This is not nature's mistake, it is an energy conservation strategy. When an organism is created for maximum performance within a single lifetime, it does not need to maintain a genetic cycle. Thus, the question, why can't mules reproduce, becomes more than biology. It becomes a philosophy of design. Long before assembly lines existed, the mule had already reached industrial standardization. Each individual could carry roughly 90 kilograms of cargo, travel around 40 kilometers per day, and consume a predictable ration of food. No individual strayed far from these numbers. Productivity was measurable, predictable, repeatable. For Romans, Spaniards, or ancient Chinese societies, the mule was not merely an animal, it was a transport module, a biological device with defined specifications. People knew exactly how much grain a caravan of 50 mules could move, how long the journey would take, and how much water it required. This was the prototype of logistics standardization, thousands of years before the word efficiency existed. In 19th century armies, the mule even became a unit of load calculation, much like the modern 20-foot shipping container. A mule load served as a baseline measure of transport capacity. The mule was not just a tool, it was an early blueprint for performance management, where stability mattered more than reproduction. An organism that did not evolve further, yet allowed entire societies to advance. If you think the mule is merely a biological accident, look around you. Lithium batteries that cannot be replaced. Phones that cannot be opened. Components soldered permanently onto circuit boards. These products are also sterile, unable to reproduce or repair themselves, designed instead for replacement after a single life cycle. Modern industry is following the same model. Nature tested with the mule, optimizing performance within a single generation. A lithium-ion battery can be recharged thousands of times, delivering immense energy density, yet its chemical lifespan is finite. The crystal structure of its anode slowly degrades with each cycle, much like the mule's chromosomes that cannot pair correctly. In both cases, peak performance comes with absolute limits. Nature and humanity have learned that immortality often conflicts with function. The philosophy of the disposable is not always wasteful. It can be a life cycle strategy. Design something to perform fully, then end cleanly. The mule teaches us that sometimes the death of a system is the condition that allows a larger cycle to continue. Even today, mules quietly appear in places where wheels cannot go.
Endless growth
The Grand Canyon,
and infinite speed.
the Himalayas,
But the universe
or limestone
reminds
villages of
us.
southern Europe. They still carry equipment, supplies, even waste rarely noticed, rarely questioned. Their silence mirrors every technology that has become invisible through reliability. We forget the mule because it does not reproduce, expand, or demand attention.
Up,
And
boys.
that is the
Watch your
cost of
step there. Let's
perfection
go.
when something works too well. We stop seeing it. But consider this without the Mule. There would be no transcontinental trade routes, no reliable military logistics, no unified empires. It was the hinge between nature and industry, between biology and engineering, between finitude and performance. What we call sustainability today may simply be a chain of temporary solutions packaged perfectly. The Mule achieved this thousands of years before us. When we look at a mule, we confront a deeper question. Is the ultimate goal of design, biological or industrial, truly to last forever, or is it to achieve maximum efficiency within defined limits? In evolution, every species tests the balance between performance and inheritance. The horse, with 64 chromosomes, symbolizes speed but limited endurance. The donkey, with 62 chromosomes, symbolizes patience but slower movement. The mule with 63 chromosomes stands where those extremes meet, achieving peak efficiency while closing the reproductive cycle. Like every device we build and every civilization we shape, the mule reminds us, no system is sustainable forever. Every evolutionary cycle has a lifespan: creation, operation, decline, and replacement. Nature does not preserve life out of mercy, but out of efficiency. The mule is more than a biological story. It is a metaphor for the hidden logic of all systems. A tool reaches perfection when it fulfills its purpose without needing to maintain itself, like sealed smartphones, non-replaceable batteries, or single life-cycle products. These designs are not failures. They are outcomes of a philosophy that values optimization over eternity. Nature taught this lesson long before humanity. Endings are also a form of evolution. So, when we speak of sustainability, remember, longevity is not always the highest virtue. Sometimes, true perfection lies in knowing when to disappear